While we're on the subject of adoption, let's shift to that of pet surrenders. Did you know that by not surrendering one animal, you actually saved two? Dr. Rachel Geller, a certified cat behaviorist, author, and developer of the Surrender Prevention Specialist Certification Program, will speak next.
Thank you for having me as a speaker at the Exploring Hong Kong Vibrant Pet Landscape event. My name is Dr. Rachel Geller, and I am a certified cat behaviorist. I'm also the author and the developer of the Surrender Prevention Specialist Certification Program. So, what exactly is surrender prevention? Having a surrender prevention program is a whole new perspective for us to look at the world of shelter and rescue. And it's a new way to save cats' lives. And I really believe that it's a very different perspective for many shelters and many rescues. Traditionally, the way we've always done things at shelters and rescues is when there is a behavior based problem, we focus on concerns like, is it realistic that we're going to be able to adopt out this cat who is peeing everywhere? Can we really accept this cat who's biting? Do I have volunteers who can work with aggressive cats? Do I have volunteers who can work with cats with all of these different behavior problems? Do I have a foster cat who's going to want to take in a cat who we know scratches on the furniture, the couches, the floors, and so forth? So we've always focused on the negative behaviors and if we really want to take these cats in, rather than how about if we work with the cat owners and keep these cats in their homes? So that's really the essence of surrender prevention. When you have a surrender prevention program at your shelter, we're going to have a very new approach to how we do things. This is going to involve education, but it starts with empathy. For example, when this type of a call comes in, we're going to say, I'm really sorry to hear that your cat is doing things like peeing on your bed. I get it. Cat pee is really smelly. I understand. We're going to really try to understand the problem from the cat owner's point of view. And we're going to say things like, I'm glad that you called us because we do have a free cat behavior counseling service and we can help you completely free of charge to keep your cat in your home. So say this person's calling about a litter box problem. The good news is litter box problems usually are fixable. This is a problem that we can generally solve, and we are here to help you so you can keep your cat, who you love, in your home. As a surrender prevention specialist, it's really important to be understanding, empathetic, but also non-judgmental. You want to be a champion question asker and really get all of the details and know what's going on in that home. You want to ask a lot of questions and be practical with the person who's calling. Be practical in terms of time, patience, and the financial abilities of the cat owner who's calling you for help. So there are many cat owners who just don't realize that most cat behavior problems are fixable. They decide to surrender their cats, and there are probably many barriers that this cat owner is facing. They may be financial barriers. They may be access to help barriers, maybe time barriers, patience barriers. There are perhaps other people in the household who are putting a lot of pressure on this person that they really need to get rid of this cat because this cat is causing problems. So we want to really recognize these barriers and work within them for this cat owner. So it's important to remember that in this case, the cat already is in a loving home. The cat is already in a home where the cat owner cares about the cat. The cat owner cares about the cat to be calling you, your shelter, for help. She's not abandoning the cat. She's not letting the cat out somewhere. She really does care about this cat. So the goal of surrender prevention is to make sure the cat remains in her home by working with the owner to resolve the cat behavior issue. Surrender prevention provides this important resource to cat owners in the community, and this includes adopters and fosters. So surrender prevention really saves two lives. The cat who was going to be surrendered, but also it frees up a spot in the shelter for a cat who truly is homeless, for a cat who really doesn't have a home. So every time we keep a cat in her home, we're saving another cat as well. So it's really an approach that not only saves the life of the cat in the home, not only doesn't tear a family apart because it's very difficult to make this decision, but now we can go out and save another cat. Surrender prevention reduces shelter intakes that are due to behavior problems. And now we can focus on the cats who truly need us, who really need shelter and rescue. And every time we run a surrender prevention program, we're saving more cats. A side benefit to having a surrender prevention program at your shelter or your rescue is that it does build positive connections between shelters, rescues, and people within our communities. And this is very important for donor relations and for community support. As a surrender prevention specialist, it's important to remember that most people often surrender the cats when they are in crisis. It's probably been a long and pretty bad road before the cat owner got to this point. It's not an easy decision, and so we need to be empathetic with this cat owner. One of the things I really focus on in my certification class for surrender prevention is empathy. It's so important. When cat owners call us, they are prepared to give up their cats. So it's critical that we remain compassionate and that we avoid making judgments. Being empathetic and understanding and becoming an ally to this person makes all the difference in whether that cat is going to sleep in her own home that night or whether that cat ends up in a shelter cage that night. And not only that, it prevents a family from becoming heartbroken because they have to surrender a cat who they really do love. Now, as a surrender prevention specialist, you need to remember that cats do not misbehave. Surrender prevention helps cat owners understand that their cats don't think in terms of right and wrong the way we do. Your cat thinks in terms of fulfilling her needs. So, let's say your cat is scratching her scratching post and she's doing just fine. She's using that scratching post like a champ. Well, she's not using that post because it's the morally correct thing to do. She's not doing that, scratching that post to be a good cat. She's scratching that post because that post meets her needs. It's the right texture, it's the right height, it's sturdy, it's not wobbly, it's in a great location. So she's using the post. Same thing with the litter box. If your cat is using her litter box just fine, this is not a moral decision on the part of your cat. She's using her box because the box meets her needs. It's the litter that she likes. It's a location that she likes. The box has a nice, clear visual field. Probably the box is not covered. So she's not using the box because it's the morally, ethically correct thing to do. This box meets your cat's needs. Likewise, if this same cat stops using the scratching post or stops using the litter box, she is not in any way understanding that she is doing something wrong. She's not misbehaving on purpose. There is some problem with that litter box. There is some problem with that scratching post. And your cat is trying to solve her problem as a cat. Your cat is trying to solve her problem the way a cat would think and how a cat would resolve the problem, and not a human being. So what we humans perceive as misbehavior is, in fact, your cat's very logical response to some problem in her environment that she's trying to fix. So surrender prevention involves understanding that the cat owner is upset and in crisis about what's going on. She probably does not understand why this is going on and what's happening. So because of this, many cat owners do use descriptions of their cats that are not accurate. And this is why surrender prevention specialists need to be what I call champion question askers. Many times cat owners do misunderstand and misread their cat's behaviors. So we really want to be careful not to assume that the owner's assessment of the cat's behavior is correct. And this is why we really need to be asking all of those questions and asking the cat owner what it is that she's actually observing. And we want to be careful not to reinforce the potentially inaccurate and maybe even hurtful to the cat descriptions by using that same language back to the cat owner. So, for example, if the cat owner says, "My cat keeps attacking me. My cat is an aggressive cat. I need to surrender this cat." Use neutral language back, such as, "Can you tell me what the cat is actually doing when you observe this behavior?" When cat owners use words like brat, spiteful, attacking, aggressive, doing things on purpose, and doing things even though she knows that it's wrong, we do not want to repeat those types of words back, and we don't want to reinforce that language or these beliefs. Part of our work is not to reinforce that language and to kind of bring the person away from thinking that the cat is misbehaving on purpose. And let's focus on what's going on in that cat's world so that we can fix that behavior. The cat owner has probably experienced by this point in time a lot of negative emotions. She's probably frustrated, she's stressed, she might be worried, she might be a little afraid of what's going on, she might feel angry. The cat owner might be sad because she's tried to resolve the cat's behavior before she's gotten to you and she hasn't been able to. She might be just totally bummed out, like this was not what she had in mind when she adopted this cute little ball of fluff at the shelter. Some people are really angry at the situation, and some people are feeling angry at they feel anger from other household members over the situation. So many of these cat owners have been judged by other people, and they've been given well-meaning advice that really may not be that very helpful. Many times, family members and friends just don't understand. The cat owner may have already gotten a lot of bad advice from well-intentioned friends that have made the situation worse. So it's so important that we are on the side of that cat owner. We want to keep the cat in the home. That is goal number one. So above all, do what you have to do to get on the side of that cat owner. Let the owner know you're with her, you're an ally, you care, and you want to help. Find the positives, find the good. Say things like, "I can tell you really love your cat. Listening to you, I can tell you have taken such wonderful care of your cat." These kinds of expressions will go a long way. Acknowledge that the person has really tried a lot and that the person really cares. Surrender prevention is all about helping cat owners understand their cat's needs and teaching them how to look at the world from their cat's perspective and not their perspective, which often these two perspectives can differ very greatly. Once they can begin to understand the cat's behavior, I really find that this increases the cat owner's willingness and their motivation to want to work with you. Oh, now they get it. Now they understand. Oh, my cat is not being a brat. My cat's not being spiteful. My cat loves me. She just has a problem. And now I have help and we can fix this problem and I can keep my cat. It really increases the cat's willingness to take a chance and work with somebody in surrender prevention when they realize that the cat's not misbehaving on purpose and that the behavior, and many times, is truly not the cat's fault. Cats do not misbehave on purpose. Cats do not intend to frustrate their owners on purpose. And surrender prevention is all about the education around this, but also that very important empathy so that we can keep cats in their homes. And now back to our MC.